High five. Chris Leben is open to a return to combat sports if it lands him in a money fight with YouTube sensation Jake Paul. Leben, a former UFC middleweight contender, officially retired from fighting earlier this month after a vicious knockout win over Quentin Henry at BKFC's Knucklemania. See it. A few days after the fight, Leben took to social media to express his interest in fighting. He carries a massive following from his YouTube efforts, and any opponent he faces inside of the boxing ring is subject to a massive payday. I guess that's why Ben Askren is stepping up to the plate this April. Unless I'm fighting Jake Paul or something crazy like that, that's it. I'm done, Leben said. I really don't have a desire, I don't have anything to prove. If I did, it's because somebody wants to pay me $1 zillion. While Leben seems like the type of veteran to scoff at the idea of someone like Paul stepping in and stealing the spotlight from more seasoned vets, Crippler is just happy to see combat sports getting the attention it deserves. Honestly, a lot of people want to act like they're true martial artists and they're pure to the sport, and it's a disgrace. That's all bullshit. Leben said. Listen, they're bringing a lot of eyes to combat sports. They're bringing a lot of attention and a lot of focus, and that's good for us. Right now, BKFC is the fastest growing sport in the world. Combat sports are now in everybody's home. These combat sports athletes are household names. 10 years ago, that wasn't the case. People are getting greedy. Don't act like that. Let's take it. It makes sense. It makes money. It draws attention. It's like Conor McGregor fighting Floyd Mayweather. Look, that's a great fight. It was great for MMA. It was great for boxing. Because you had the MMA fans watching the MMA guy, you had MMA guys ordering a boxing pay-per-view. Now all of a sudden you've got crossover fans, more embedded in combat sports as a whole. I think there's no bad about it. Leben may be on board with Paul's boxing crossover and the eyes it brings to combat sports as whole, but the former UFC fighter is not happy with Paul's recent victory over Robinson. In Leben's eyes, that bout should have never been booked in the first place. What I do think is beating up some point guard, some washed up retired point guard that's never trained in his life, going out there and knocking him out. I kind of want to backhand the matchmaker of that one, said Leben. But if we're putting together real fights that work to some extent, then for sure. People want to pay. People want to watch Mike Tyson, Roy Jones. Gotta give the people what they want. Absolutely, I'd fight Jake Paul. You want to put an extra zero on my paycheck to fight that guy? I just fought Quentin Henry. Yeah, absolutely could fight that guy. What say you, maniacs? Would you want to see Leben punch a hole in Paul's face? Let us know. Punch the like button and kick the subscription bell.